What is going on, Islanders fans? Matt O'Leary back with another video. In today's video for Up the Turnpike, I want to get into the latest New York Islanders rumor that could potentially be hinting at the New York Islanders offseason plan. So it kind of is piggybacking off a video that we put out on the channel earlier with JG Pageau listed as a potential buyout candidate, which I did a video on. And again, I thought that was kind of weird, reiterate that point. But the conversation has now made its way onto the 32 Thoughts podcast. Here's the quote. "I've wondered about JG Pageau with the New York Islanders. We know they are in a cap situation, and how is Lou Lamoriello going to wiggle out of this one to give themselves some flexibility to improve that team?" Okay, so a reminder from last time, the Islanders in a buyout would save 2.75 this year, 2.25 the following year, and then be on the hook for 1.25 million in 2027 and 2028. I think the Islanders would be able to dump the contract of JG Pageau. I'm not saying you're going to get this miraculous, spectacular return for him, but it's not that long ago at the trade deadline where the Islanders were getting calls on JG Pageau at the deadline, and Lou Lamoriello didn't want to move off of him then. And I think things changed. Ideally, in a perfect world, I would be looking to move off both the Anders Lee and JG Pageau contracts. I think the Pageau one would be the easier of the two to move. They both have 2 years remaining. Pageau's at 5, Lee's at $7 million. Anders Lee has, I think it's like $14 million or close to that left in actual money, which would be, a big ask for a team to take on. But I think, buying out Anders Lee is something that's a possibility. I don't think the Islanders would actually do it. Pageau, it would be weird if the Islanders bought him out, honestly. I think they could attach a pick or even just trading him straight up and getting like a future, like I'm talking like 2025 or 2026 mid-round pick, something like that. Again, I think someone trying to reach the cap floor, Utah, San Jose, Chicago, those are the teams that I would be looking at in order to make a deal like that. Now, some were speculating that if the Islanders were buying out JG Pageau, that this means that they tried to move the league contract and couldn't. I don't know if that's the case. I wouldn't think that Lou Lamoriello would go, okay, I'm done after saving myself, $2.75 million this year. Like, is that enough to even retain your own guys? I don't know. I would say probably not. I think they're going to have to be active. There's still work to be done, especially if they want to improve the team, which they should. They've run back most of this same group for the last 3 years or so, and it hasn't worked. It's going on 4 seasons ago now, that the New York Islanders were in a deep playoff run. They made the playoffs in 2023 and 2024, had very quick exits in the first round against the Carolina Hurricanes, and they need a shakeup. So I am okay with the Islanders moving on from Pageau. I don't like this route. And I know I said that in a video in the past, but again, to reiterate, I don't think this is the way to go about it. So let me know your thoughts on this. Do you think this is how it ends up shaking out for the New York Islanders? Let me know. I'm Matt O'Leary. I'll catch you next time.
If you like that, make sure to subscribe to Up the Turnpike on Patreon for more exclusive New York Islanders content.